This is Monk from Über Rock Television. I've just got the 1-2 fuck you from the Dark Queen behind the camera. We're backstage here at the Belfast Telegraph, the former print works of an old newspaper that's now a concert venue, where tonight's performing a sold-out show on their first return to Belfast in something like 5 years, are the mighty Bowling for Soup. Say it's a sellout. I'm pleased to say we're joined by the living legend that is Jaret Reddick.
How we doing? Good to be here.
Really good to see you back after so long.
Yeah,
you have a soft spot for Ireland and the UK in general, don't you?
We do. Yeah, it's we found our niche over here, and something about just this part of the world I think gets both the songs and our comedy and just us as people, and so yeah, it's been too long. Happy to be back in Belfast though, and then another sold out show tomorrow in Dublin, and on our way actually to Belgium, so this worked out. So this time, instead of stiffing Ireland for the UK, we're stiffing the UK for Ireland.
About time, too. There's so many bands play the UK and don't come to Ireland. Yeah. There is a very expensive little piece of water in between the
exactly.
two.
Yeah, that's I think that what people don't realize is that voyage, just getting all of the people and the equipment and stuff just across that small little body of water is pretty expensive. So
yeah, it's only 15 miles, but it's something like £100 a mile or something.
Yeah, it gets really expensive. So, and also just sometimes logistically, if the venue isn't available on a certain day, you can't really come over in the middle of a tour. You got to come over either before or after.
Yeah, which is what a lot of bands have done over the years, and you've done it before yourself.
Yeah.
Last time you played here, you played at the beginning of the tour.
Yeah.
And one thing that's going to appeal to the Irish audiences, of course, is that bar on stage.
Yeah.
Where did the idea come for that?
Well, it started off as just a whole thing where we had a thing set up to where it seemed as though, there's people making us drinks. And so it was just like, we might as well just put a real bar up there. And it's a real working bar, and the opening bands and sometimes VIP people will come up there and patronize the bar and get a drink and watch the show from the best seat in the house.
I get to watch the back of your head. That's your best side, really.
Right? I know, right? Yes, it does. Absolutely.
You're back in the UK. You said by stuff in the UK, you're not completely, because you're back at the end of the summer to play Reading and Leeds.
We are.
And I know those two festivals got a very special place in Bowling for Soup's history.
They do. Reading and Leeds, site of our very first performances in the United Kingdom back in 2000. So 2000 or 2001. I get that a little confused, but we came over and we had some radio play on Radio 1 at the time with Summer of '69. The Bitch song was starting to play on some of the video channels and stuff, and so we were completely amazed. Like, we thought we were just coming over. It'd be like a free trip to the UK by the time it was all said and done, or at least break even kind of thing. And the shows were just rammed, and that was the beginning of a long and existing relationship with this part of the world.
So it's nice to bring it full circle. And what is your 25th anniversary year as well?
It is, yeah. And it's funny. It really wasn't planned that way. It just sort of worked out. But yeah, I can't think of a better way to celebrate 25 years of being in the band, and like I said, revisit from the main stage of, actually our headline our own stage at Reading and Leeds.
Because they put that stage on just for you guys.
They really did. Yeah. And that's we're used to that.
Did you ever think when you started the band at 25 years later you'd still be up there doing what you do and having so much fun? I
didn't, no. And I'm quoted as saying that it's just one of those things where I just thought eventually we'll go on to do other things, but the interesting thing is each time that I say that I think it's okay, we'll take it. We even took a break back in 2013, and each time we think we're going to slow down, we just come back and it's just stronger, and our audience is bigger, as you said, 2 sold out shows, and this one in Belfast was sold out, then moved to a bigger place, and sold out again. So it just goes to show that the
I think they could have moved it to the bigger one down the road, but there's something about a nice hockey game on or something.
Oh, okay. So. Well, there you go.
Belfast Giants, move your games. So, 25th anniversary. I understand you have a series of special shows planned back home in Texas. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
We're doing a whole weekend there north of Dallas, kind of where we live, and kind of between the main city and where we live now. 4 days of just a big celebration with a huge show on Saturday night and a brunch acoustic show on Sunday. to cap it all off, and then we'll be on tour in the U.S. with Real Big Fish, doing a co-headline all summer, and then Reading and Leeds, and then some more shows in the fall that we'll be announcing very soon in the U.S., and then back over here early next year. But we can't tell you what we're doing until after Reading and Leeds.
So you haven't quite said goodbye to the UK, because you did bill a farewell UK tour a wee while back.
We did,
but
yeah.
You just can't stay away, can
You just can't stay away. No, we took a break. We needed a break. There was a lot going on personally, with me, with Eric, with just our band. We just needed to stop for a little bit. We took a couple of years to just regroup, and like I said, came back stronger than ever. And here we are. And that was 2013. So obviously, we didn't need that long of a break.
Yeah. You mentioned Eric.
Yeah.
He of course has now officially left the band.
Yeah.
Rob's now in as a permanent member.
He is, yes.
Has that changed the dynamic of the band in any way, or is it still four good friends having the laugh on stage and good pop music?
It's definitely still four good friends just playing pop punk music and that. The thing that Rob's younger than us, and he comes from the patent pending background where they had a lot of amazing experiences, but with a new
they
band,
have supported one
of course, absolutely, yeah. And since he was already playing in Eric's spot last time we were here, but yeah, he brings this. There's a sense of joy that he has because a lot of the experiences that he's having are for the first time that he's seeing this certain crowd or this certain venue or this place, and so he keeps us on our toes. He doesn't let us get into a rut of playing the same songs. He'll just be like, "Y'all, man, this one song you guys have is so great. We need to play that." And I love that. So 24 years of just me deciding what songs we're going to play and just taking on the night have turned into Rob, what do you want to do tonight? And he has input and he's just a blast to have around, and he's been a great friend of ours for 10 years. So it's been real seamless and just at best of a hard situation. That's for sure.
Yeah, you're talking about his input into the set list. We've had a sneak peek at it. Don't show it on camera. But 25 years, so many albums, so many great songs. How do you actually sit down and go, what are we going to play tonight? Or do you just go, sounds good to play that tonight?
Yeah, well, we are in an interesting spot in our career, as you said, because even if we just played the singles that we've had, we wouldn't have time for it. So you kind of have those 10 songs where if you don't play them, somebody's going to be angry with you, and then you just sort of fill in the blanks. But it's we play ones that are fun for us, and then we play the ones that we know that people want to hear. And then other than that, you just kind of go with it.
Can you ever not play Phineas and Ferb?
No. So Phineas and Ferb is basically like where 1985 and Girl, the Bad Guys Won't Exist. Like that one, we just have to play it, And then there's Ohio and Almost and
the bitch song.
The bitch song, right? Yeah.
We're giving that one away.
Yeah, Punk Rock 101. And there's those, and then then there's the fun ones for us. Like we got a few surprises tonight, and then, of course, no show would be complete without us, just asking the crowd which of them thinks Stacy's Mom is actually our song, and then we'll perform that as well. So, yes.
But you've made your own.
We did. We made our own, and it does really well. So the band have thanked us.
Why did you first decide to cover that?
Well, because people thought we did it. Literally, like everywhere we went, people thought it was our song, and we have no real reason that was a thing. We had never covered it, and then finally, just one Christmas. It was around Christmas one year, and I was just like, "Man, let's just go in the studio and just do it." And so we did, and it's in like our top 5 most downloaded songs.
Talking in the studio, you've recently done not quite a solo album, you've done the duet album with Kelly. Can you give us a very brief background into how that came about? Because Dolly Rots have been one of yours. I described them as your support band of choice, almost. Yeah. You've worked very closely with them over the years.
We're family. I mean, Kelly and I and our families vacation together. We're very, very close friends. She's my best friend that's a girl that I'm not married to, And so we're very close. And, we had done a song called Love You, Love You, Love You on our One Big Happy album. And it was great. It went over really well. And then one tour, they were over here supporting us, and we did that song live. And I don't know if it was really in jest or whether I was drunk or whatever, but I was like, we should just do an album together. She was like, we should. And then that turned into, we really should. And we really should. And then it was like, we really are, and we really did. So, you know, I'm super proud of that record, and people have loved it. And so with it, you know, that just came out. It's called Jaret and Kelly Sitting in a Tree. You can get it everywhere, Spotify, iTunes, whatever.
Yeah, we reviewed it, gave it a rave review, Über Rock seal of approval.
Thank you very much for that. And so but you know, they're putting out a new record. We're on our 25th anniversary, so I'm hoping next year we'll be able to actually go out and support the album and do some shows.
That would be good.
Yeah.
It'd be something different as well, because you've done your own solo shows as well, and here in the UK as well.
Yeah.
So it'd be good, to get those out there, because they're a wee bit different as well. There is the pop punk background from both of the bands in there, but there's a lot of country stuff in there, and it's very upbeat, but there's a lot of serious messages in there as well. Do you think it's important to get serious messages across in what could be seen as a light-hearted way to engage the listener?
Well, I think that's one of my fortes, so to speak, is I can sometimes approach serious subjects or serious times in my life or serious things in a way that, you know, that someone needing it can relate to, and then someone who is just going about their day wanting to listen to something that's fun and upbeat can relate to as well. So yeah, I mean, writing the Jaret and Kelly record, it was just like there's no rules. So yes, there's a few that kind of lean towards the country, and then there's some that are more of like a electronic type thing, and then just those kind of straight up, you know, as you would expect songs.
Something you couldn't do within the confines of Bowling for Soup.
100%, yeah, and that was the big thing, and the same with her. I mean, you know, there's a couple I think that Bowling for Soup could get away with, but really lyrically it wouldn't make that much sense. It made more sense that it was something that Kelly and I were doing together, you know. And but yeah, I'm super proud of it, and hopefully we'll get to bring that over here.
So, final question. What is the most fun video you've ever made?
Oh man, okay, so that's a really good question. Videos are pretty fun to make, I will say that, but there also can be a lot of work. Like Punk Rock 101 was a 26-hour shoot. We were dying by the end of it. I was just telling somebody this the other day. If you go back and watch the Punk Rock 101 video and you are watching the live performance, you'll notice that I'm actually, like, I'm making my eyes really, really big, and more so than on other songs. The reason why is because I was so tired. The director was yelling at me like, Jaret, open your eyes. So I'm just going, and I'm singing like this the whole time. And that one was really fun. But I would say probably the most fun we had making a video was Emily. We didn't really have to work that much on that one. It was really just kind of standing around and just having some drinks, and we made that one in Canada, and just really had a blast with that one. I mean, the ones that look more fun are so labor intensive. Like 1985 was so much work, and Almost, again, everybody ended up, the Almost video, everybody ended up with an injury of some sort. You know, like I got hit in the face with a soccer ball, and Gary like actually racked himself on the horse thing, and everybody had an injury. So, but yeah, Emily was really, really fun. You know what? I'm going to take that back. The bitch song was the most fun because we had never made a video like that before, and just like seeing all the trucks and the stuff there, and then like, is this all for us? And we rented a prison, and that one was really fun.
Very Metallica.
Yeah, exactly.
Take over a prison.
Right.
This man's got a show to do, so we'll not keep him any longer. It's been a real pleasure to talk to, and we do not use this word lightly, but this guy genuinely is a legend.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Jaret Reddick, Bowling for Soup. We're going to go grab a pint, go watch the show, which will be over by the time you watch this interview. So in the meantime, in true Über Rock fashion, keep her lit, keep her between the hedges, motherfuckers.
See you later.